This week on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah.
We didn't need no help.
We wouldn't have been out here.
We need no help. Been.
Okay.
Your ass wouldn't be arguing over no road.
Yo,
My ass is right here now. What the f is wrong with her?
Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to the we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8, Episode 14. Let's get right into it. Alright, so it's been a while since I recapped this show. It's been like about a month. So just a really quick summary because the show came back last week, but I didn't cover it. So last episode, we kind of just saw Melody invited everyone to a girls' trip to St. Thomas. Tisha invited Destiny as her plus one because they're really good friends. And then we saw Melody and Sunny kind of talk a little bit more, get to know each other. And Melody invited her. And then she said, Melody, that she said that she don't want to hear nothing about no damn girl code because she feels like no one upheld that girl code when it came to her and Martell. So she don't care about it because they clearly don't honor it. So let's begin this episode, which is episode 14. And it begins at St. Thomas. Very nice place to go to a vacation. Good island, and they got a beautiful house. This is Melody's trip, so she's the first one there, and as she said last episode as well, she's going to bring a few of her single friends, including Shanita, who we've seen before, and a girl named Lauren. Once Melody gets inside, she decides to go ahead and assign the rooms so that each one of the other ladies, so once the ladies get there, they will all have their rooms already. So the three of them are going room by room, determining who gets what. Now, of course, the three of them got three of the best rooms. In total, there were 7 rooms. So Miss Nell, she got her own room as well. Sunny got her own because Melody feels like not a lot of people like know her too much or like her. But then one room had 2 beds. So she says that one would probably be good for Stormi and Trish because they're friends. And then the other one had 3 beds. And that one with the 3 beds, Melody gives it to Tisha, Kimmi, and the plus one that Tisha's bringing. Listen, I felt right from this moment that there was going to be some drama because of this 3-bedroom room, but we'll see. All the ladies, then we see them at the airport, and they are complaining about how heavy their luggage is, and they couldn't get it up because their men's were in there. So in the airport, though, they then see Sunny approaching, and the ladies were very surprised, but Tisha didn't really want to talk to her. Destiny's not there yet, though. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Listen, I gave Sunny hell the first few episodes. I said she was a clout chaser. Why are you on the show? And all that. And I still feel like that. But I don't like seeing anyone feel excluded or alienated. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't like it. I don't care how bad you are. That's just something I can't help. So when I saw Sunny be kind of like uncomfortable because she kind of felt left out in a new group. And she even said that she kind of felt like going into high school when she knew no one. Like, I was kind of like, oh man, like that kind of sucks when they were in the van. But eventually the girls were kind of talking and Stormi said something about having another baby. And Sunny did jump in and she asked, oh, Stormi, you're planning on having another baby? And Stormi says, yeah, I'm looking to get a surrogate to carry one of my embryos. And Sunny she opens up and says, oh, I actually did IVF twice. Which, that means it was unsuccessful. And the ladies felt bad that she struggled with infertility and they wish her the best and that she can have a baby eventually. And I wish that for her as well. So the ladies then make it to the villa. It was really nice, you guys, really nice villa. And Melody brought 2 young guys. I'm not exactly sure why, but she did. They were excited. They got their champagne glass. So then Melody says, I have assigned y'all the room. Go into each room and on top of the bed, there's a card that has your name on it. And that's where you're going to stay. So the ladies are going room by room, seeing who got who. Again, Miss Nell got a great room by herself, and so did Sunny. Then they go to the one with the 3 beds. Tisha, Kimmi, and the plus one, which in this case is going to be Destiny. And as I suspected, there's drama. Tisha got very mad. She says, so Mel got us sharing bathrooms and rooms, and she feels like Melody did it on purpose because she knows that Destiny is coming because she texted her. So before you know it, well, first of all, you guys, this was ridiculous. Miss Nell is in there screaming about something already because her card didn't have her name. Melody says, no, Miss Nell, that big room, that one is yours. They just forgot to put your name on the card. Mind you, you guys, it's a piece of paper. Who gives a damn? But Tisha and Kimmi, they're upset. They're outside making phone calls and they were mad. Tisha says that this is disrespectful. And even Trish says, I should have gone to the room with the 3 beds with the rest of the friends. At least Trish is aware. Um, Now, Miss Nell is still in there screaming inside. I was like, oh my gosh, Miss Nell, shut up, please. You got a room for yourself. You ain't got to share. Your room is big. You're mad over a piece of paper that you probably were going to throw away in the trash. You probably wouldn't even have thought about it. What the hell? And before you know it, Melody has to talk to her like if she were a damn baby. Say, Miss Nail, I care about you. I would never do this on purpose to you. I would never want to make you feel. I don't want Miss Nail to ever talk again about her being a grown woman, complaining over a damn card with a name. So then Melody, she's done sitting this fire down. Then she's informed that Kimmi and Tisha are mad. So Melody goes outside to talk to them. Kimmi tells her that they expect them more because of the amount of years that they've all known each other. And, breaking the fourth wall a little bit, they kind of are the main cast. And then Tisha says that this just goes to show how Melody feels about them. So then Melody explains her reasoning. She says, I knew some people weren't getting along with Sunny, so I put her in a room, and that's why I knew you are sisters-in-law, whatever. But she said, if it were up to me, Lauren, and Shanita can go to the one with the 3 beds, and Kimmi and Tisha were like, no, like at this point it's fine. Let's just have a good time. Let's forget about it. So then Miss Nell comes outside to just cause problems. Just cause more problems. She says, well, when I hosted my trip in Houston, there was a bunch of problems. Tisha says, yeah, and we sucked it up. Nell says, yeah, and y'all gonna have to suck it up for this one too, because now I'm sandwiched in between y'all's asses. So then, you guys, Kimmi approaches her and says, first of all of this, I don't need another adult to tell me what to suck up. Lord, I saw her hand up in the air. I was like, what is going to happen? Kimmi said, you ain't even in this conversation. Nell says, well, I came out here. I know y'all the most, and I wanted to just tell y'all. And Kimmi says, what, you wanted to tell us to suck it up? And Nell says, I had a complaint too, and I had to suck it up. So now y'all have to as well. We good. Which one of y'all said something about fighting? Tisha says, no one's talking about fighting and your nipples showing. And then she gets her shirt to pull it up so that it won't show. And then Miss Nell gets mad and then she walks away, but then she comes back and this has just blown up. And Miss Nell is great at shouting and hollering, so it was making the situation worse. She continues to say, I brought my ass here to calm y'all. And Kimmi says, my ass is right here. It was a lot, you guys. Kimmi had to take a break because she was taken aback by Lernell. I actually felt bad for Kimmi because that really came out of nowhere and she was really mad. So Melody goes inside to talk to Nell and say that she needs to calm down. Miss Nell says that no one needs to be touching her and they were throwing shade, so they can not expect her to react. Now this is crazy. How are you going to throw the match and be mad that there's a fire, Miss Nell? So then they go back to the living room and some ladies dressed up in carnival costumes came to dance and perform a little show. So at least they were able to put the negativity energy aside for just a little bit and just laugh and dance. Then they sit down to have dinner. There was a private chef from the Food Network, and they were having a little funny chat about girls from the South compared to girls from the Midwest and the men. And then Tisha just randomly brings up, well, Mel said that she was going to bring her single friends. Why emphasize that they're single? Is it because they're more fun than us married girls? Tisha, oh my gosh. These comments, Tisha, you just... Ugh. But that did kind of stem a good conversation about friendship and being there for each other. And then Mel's friend, Shanita, says that she truly knows how her friends are when things don't go their way or how they handle a problem. And then Tisha says that, yeah, and sometimes when relationships end or friendships end, that doesn't mean she's going to be insulting people or being mean to them. So Shanita asks, well, can you be in the same room with a person that you don't like? And Tisha says, yeah, of course. So Shanita turns to Mel and says, watch her. So Tisha's like, what do you mean watch her? Shanita says, oh no, that's not a negative thing. I just mean blah, blah, blah. It was kind of weird. The vibes were off and you can tell Tisha wasn't feeling her friend at all. Then, you guys, this episode just kept getting messier and messier. I actually laughed. Melody says, well, if we want to talk about people sitting across the table who don't like each other, Trish, you got a problem with Sunny because of Destiny. What? And then Trish was like, no, I don't. So Melody quickly fills her friend Shanita and says, so here's the situation. Sunny used to work on the show and she was Destiny's producer while she was dating a guy. Now Sunny is no longer working on the show and now she's married to Destiny's ex. Shanita says, oh, well, why y'all mad at Sunny? Y'all should be mad at the man. Then Trish and Tisha start to talk as if Sunny wasn't there and say, but she was not just the producer, they were also friends. And Shanita says, nah, like, don't get it confused. At the end of the day, a work relationships, once you're at the job, there ain't no friendship. You're just co-workers that used to work with each other. Shanita also adds that a producer, their job is supposed to be to get as much information out of you as they can. Trish and Tisha, these names, you guys, Mel, Nell, Trish, Tish, it's a lot. Okay. Tisha and Trish say, yeah, but you can't use it against someone and then hang out with them. And then Sunny finally interjects and says, I only hung out with her one time. So in the midst of this conversation, Miss Nell asks if Destiny is coming. And Tisha says, yeah, I suppose she is. She's supposed to. So Shanita says, let me ask you something. Knowing the history of Melody and Destiny, why would you even invite her? Tisha says, well, because Mel said I could bring a +1. Then Melody want to act as if she didn't know it was going to be Destiny. And she says, well, F Destiny. But she didn't know because Tisha showed the screenshot that she did in fact tell Melody that Destiny was going to be the +1 because she didn't want her to, be surprised. Tisha also says that she invited her because she's a part of the circle, and then Shanita keeps going off and says to Mel, I told you to watch her. And then she says to Tisha, you, by doing this, just showed who you are and that you don't care if people have history and you're like the ops. Listen, the friend was doing a little too much for being a friend of, but that was the end of the episode. Woo, child, this was a crazy episode for Living Married Huntsville. But you guys, let me know your thoughts about this whole entire episode. About Miss Nell, about Tisha and Kimmy's room, about the friend, what's her name, Shanita. Let me know what you think. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on next time. You have a great one. Bye.